Hello, guys. Welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Richard Saywer, head coach of Casey Kadimi and Archie Sharp, and he manages with WB. No, he manages Josh Nelson with WBM. So they both manage him. And
That's it.
should we talk about Casey first?
We got to talk about Casey first.
Yes, we do. After that's his 9th win. We know it should be his 11th or something win, but
it should be. But we move.
We move. We don't need to talk about that third fight anymore because that's done. But Ben Norman, late. It was a late replacement for Casey.
Just on paper, it was a late replacement, but he fought not that long ago,
and he fought like 3 weeks before.
He's a fit kid as well, and he's always in the gym. So taking fights on 2 weeks' notice for him ain't a problem. He has a good team. He's always fit,
and he's a good fighter as well, Ben.
He's not bad. He's not bad. He's come up a weight to challenge Casey, so fair play to him.
But yes, so when like in first round, so talk me through. So the first round, do you after the first round, did you have a feeling that you would get to him eventually?
Yeah, first round for me was a bit cagey. Casey was getting caught in the first round, wasn't he? He did come along good in the back end, right at the very last seconds of round one. So round two was basically just working out how to make this boy miss. And then Casey pegged him back, and he done that in the second round. And
the money shot was the right hand.
Yep, and then carrying on in the third round. We've been working on that right hand in the gym, and working on them body shots as well. We knew what we had to do.
I know when I heard him when he was hitting the pads, I was like, this ain't going the distance.
Nah, well, you can't always think that, can you? Like, we trained for 10 rounds and we thought we was going to go 10 rounds. And that knockout come in the third, that was good. I'm pleased. All the things that we've been working on.
Was that the game plan to get him out of there early?
No, there wasn't a game plan. The game plan was to hit him with the shots we're hitting him with. And if they do go, then they go. But we knew the shots to hit him with. We knew what we had to do. And Casey done it perfectly. If he had to do that for 10 rounds, then he had to do it for 10 rounds. But luckily enough, he was strong enough to get him out of there.
Because he said to me after he was kind of fighting on one leg. I've heard him saying in
interviews. Yeah, I know. He says that, but if he was fighting on one leg, he'd be hopping, wouldn't he? He wasn't hopping. He weren't fighting on. He was fighting on 2 legs.
Yes.
Nothing wrong with him. He has had knee injuries. He has had knee problems. That's why.
Was that a concern going into the fight? As he was wearing that knee thing. Was that not? Were you concerned?
All precaution. Wasn't concerned. We have physios and that looking at his knee. Strapped it up just in case. But look, we've pulled him out twice from a knee injury, so we wasn't going to do it this time. So we just make extra precautions, extra cautions, and make sure that knee.
Because if you need to fight with that on, he'll just fight with that on.
Yeah, it's just exactly. I mean, if that's what it takes, it's what it takes. I don't even think he needs it, but we might as well do it. You know, we can do it, so we might as well do it. Just we don't want that knee to go.
Yeah, we don't want that to go because he's had a bit of bad luck recently, and
exactly.
I bet it was a bit of a relief for him when he finally got into the venue on fight night.
Yeah, well, even that was a relief for us, just getting there. We just wanted to win, but to get the KO in the third round was a big statement. Big statement.
What did it mean to all of you guys? What did it mean?
Well, because like I said, we've pulled him out twice through a knee injury. So just to get into the stadium and just to get into their fighting, that for us was moving forward. To get the wins moving forward, but to get the KO, it means everything, doesn't it? We can move on now. He's got his confidence back in himself. He's got his confidence back in his knees.
And he got the knockout as well, which is a bonus.
so he knows he can hit a little bit.
I think that's his third knockout.
Exactly. So we've been working on that strength as well. So hopefully he can do a few more.
Let's hope so. Because of course, does that improve his world ranking as it's an IBO bout?
I've yet to have a look at that yet. I mean, it's still sinking in. I've had work to do today and everything else. So I'll have a look, see where give it another week and see where he's sitting, and see. I'll have to talk to the team and see what fight he's going to have. Probably defend his title.
What, defend that IBO international one?
Defend that one that he's just won.
Because who knows, mate? What happened with the other guy he was meant to be fighting? His Zotter, was it?
Something
Not
to do
Ben.
with.
He had
No,
one before.
yeah, before Ben. Something to do with his visa coming over here.
Oh,
It could.
because what country? I think he was from Tanzania or something.
That's it. That's it.
So maybe if they offered that, could that be a defence or?
Yeah, if he wanted, they'd have to sort the visa out. Don't want the same problem again, do we? So
Yeah,
we'll have to just work out where we're going, where the fight's
is
going to
it
be.
hard, like changing the game plan? Did you have to change the game plan as it was a different fighter?
Well, yeah, you know, you practice what you got to do for each fighter that you fight. So we was going around sparring every single southpaw that we could get, and then 2
That
weeks
was the
leading
other
up.
guy in Southpaw, that Kazotti guy.
Yeah, so leading to 2 weeks leading up to the fight, we had to find orthodox again, just to put it right. But these boys are experienced; they've sparred hundreds of rounds, orthodox southpaw. So it's only a matter of brushing up the technique. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. Did you get to watch Marcel v Ejaz and Marcel v Ryan Farag?
Did I what? Sorry.
Did you watch Marcel Braithwaite Ejaz Ahmed, the first one?
Yeah, I watched the Braithwaite fight.
Thoughts on that?
What do you think?
Fair enough, mate. I if I'm honest, I am Marcel winning.
So did I.
7 rounds to 4, 1 a draw.
Just. It was another draw, wasn't it? We was there. We actually went up and watched it. I thought he had a good start, Braithwaite, with Hamid, and Hamid come on strong like he always does. He's fit as a fiddle.
He's got a good engine, hasn't he?
That's what the draw.
A draw. I think you can't argue with that one as a draw.
Well, I thought he won Braithwaite only just by a round or two, but it was close.
Yeah.
It was very close.
But do you think they're gonna? Because of course Marcel's got the Commonwealth. That British is vacant. Would you just fight Marcel for that Commonwealth or?
Whatever's next, whatever the team, whatever we can come up with, whatever fights work out better for Casey, then we'll take the fight.
Is Casey still with Frank?
Casey ain't worried about anyone at the weight. Anyone. He's just got to fight the right fight at the right time.
Is Casey still signed with Frank?
Yeah.
So is that would you try to get him back on that BT Sport, like the TV?
Yeah, that's where he's got to be, in the big time with the big boys. Like I said, that we had to sort out these little injuries. We had to get him back on the winning ways.
Because most fighters, after a long time out with quite a few injuries, they would go back to 6 rounds. But Casey went straight back into the deep end.
Yeah, of course. That's the level that we know he's at, and that's the level that he's got to box out. No good doing these 4, 6, 8 rounders. Just get straight back in there. That's where he belongs. He's got his belt now, so we'll move onwards and upwards.
I think I saw on BoxRec that Ejaz Ahmed and Marcel were scheduled to do it again.
Yeah, I've looked at that, but until it happens, then we'll just go from there.
Yeah, because I haven't seen like a fight poster out for it or anything just yet.
I'll just let everybody get on with it. And I'm only in control of my own fighter. So let them do what they got to do. We do what we've got to do. Until we come across them, then that's when I worry about them.
Yeah, fair enough. But for you, So do you think he'll get out at least one more time this year? Do you reckon?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's got to have a title defence this year for sure. What are we in? We're only in July, so he's got to fight again this year.
That's good. 12 rounds or 10, or just either.
Well, if it's a title defence, it's going to be a 10. Anything bigger than that, we'll take it. But it looks like a title defence.
And what month? What, October sort of time?
Yeah, anywhere around them.
Oh, that's fair enough, mate. Fair enough. And of course, Archie Sharp, of course.
Yeah.
Has he got a belt at the minute?
No, so little bit politics going on there, but it's Roy Jones that actually trains Archie. He's his main trainer. Archie's helping him out. I've been training Archie since he was 7 years old, and we won quite a lot in the amateurs. I think we won 6 national titles as in the amateur.
Because Archie was saying to me that they've got a European title fight.
Yeah, so he's getting ready for that. I think on the 2nd of September for the European. So
would you because he said that possibly could be in Spain, I think he was saying. Would you fly out with him and Roy?
Yeah, of course. I'd help him train, help him tick over with Ian Weaver, and see what the main man Roy has to say, and we'll work with him. It's all
Does
good.
Roy help you with Casey or just Archie?
No, just Archie.
Is he Archie's head coach?
Yeah. Roy Jones Jr. is Archie's head coach.
What's it like coaching with Roy?
He's good, Roy. Full of knowledge. Full of it.
So do you give him the tips, do you?
Yeah, I'll give him the tips. No, not really. I'll learn off of him.
Yes. But yeah, that's good. So Archie's fighting for the European, and
fighting for the European on the second.
Hopefully he'll make a statement, which I do believe he will, and then
Archie
only bigger and better, and that world title. Hopefully this time next year he could have a world title.
Yeah. Hopefully next year we'll have 2 world title champions in the camp.
Casey and
Archie. They're both capable. They're both capable of winning world titles. Archie
100%.
Definitely capable of winning a world title at super featherweight.
Because who knows, Archie could fight Kakashi, Cordina, just anyone like that sort of.
Fight and beat
anyone who has a world title at super featherweight.
Archie will beat him. I ain't worried about that. He's that good. Same with.
He'll be fighting on the TV then if it's for a world title.
Definitely.
Yes, and of course you've also you managed Josh Nelson, of course, coming off a good tough defeat.
Trains Josh.
Yeah, it's a tough defeat. His last one, wasn't it?
It was a tough defeat. It took a 50-50 fight, and when you take these fights, it's a gamble, and that's what happened. I thought he was doing well up until that happened.
Yeah, so one shot can change anything, and it happens sometimes. Did you say that you had Did you say that you had a fight date for Josh, like a comeback fight?
22nd of July.
Yes. All right. And is that the Peacock gym you was saying?
Yeah, that's it, in the Peacock show.
So wait, who's his head coach?
Archie Dublin.
And so do you work with Archie Dublin quite a bit?
Been working with Archie for about 23 years, all through the amateur game. He used to help me with the amateurs when Archie Sharp was an amateur.
And so will you be in his corner on the 22nd as well?
More than likely, yeah. I'll probably do his hands for him.
So you wrap his hands?
Yeah.
That's good. And so is it 4 just to tick over again? 4
rounds for Josh. Yeah, just get him back on the winning track. I think we might have another fight for him in September as well.
Do you think that would be another 6 round, or just you can't announce anything yet? But do you think that could be a 50-50 or just maybe?
No. It'd be 2 warm-up fights for him. Get him back.
Oh yeah, just to get him back, going.
Yeah, for sure.
Because wasn't he meant to fight this week or?
No.
Oh, was he not? Oh, I thought
It was
oh
for the
no,
27th.
because he was meant to be when Casey was meant to fight Ejaz for the 4th time. He was meant to be on that. Oh no, he did fight on that because Casey's fight fell through, and then
that's the fight that he was on, wasn't it?
yes, because Casey's fight fell through, but Josh still fought on that night. Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry.
It's all right. It's all good.
What do you think for Josh? Get these 2 fights in, and then hopefully, who knows where we'll be at after these 2 fights if everything goes to plan. Maybe a Southern area at the end of the year, next year.
Maybe if we can get him that at lightweight, he's going to come down at lightweight. He's not big enough for the heavier weights, so we're getting 2
lightweight,
fights.
or do you think he'll do super feather for Southern area?
Can't do super feather. He's a lightweight fighter.
So
we're getting 2
lightweight.
Go from there.
So hopefully this time next year we can be saying 2 world champions and you manage the Southern area champion. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Hopefully, with a bit of luck, that will be good.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Anything you think that Casey could have done better on? Because there's always room for improvements. Anything you think he could have done better?
He could have done it in the first.
Well, do you think he could have got him out of there?
No, not really. I mean, the first round was a bit cagey. He got caught a little bit too much that I wanted him to. But the second round, he
found his range and got.
The second round, he found how to make him miss. Once he knew how to make him miss, that was it. And then
in that second round, when he just kept catching him, kept pinging his head back with that right hand, I was like, this is going to be ending in the next 3 rounds. But it ended in the next one, so just...
He got a lot more better than that. 3 rounds, that's good.
It is.
Oh, no. Your battery's gone.
Hello? Oh.